The nearest little town was a place called Binger, Oklahoma. And Binger had 600 people in it. And today it has 601 people. So it's growing. And nothing ever happened around there in that town when I was growing up until I was about 13 years old. And when I was about 13, one of our very own, a guy that was a few years older than me, he went off and signed a Major League Baseball contract and started playing and doing really well, and went on to become now a Hall of Famer. He wore number 5 for the Cincinnati Reds. His name was Johnny Bench. And yeah, believe me, we're pretty proud of old Johnny. The first thing that the town did was got together and climbed up on the water tower and put his name in big red letters, welcome to the home of Johnny Bench. And then they put a sign on both ends of town, which, a couple hundred yards apart. Welcome to the home of Johnny Bench, just so nobody would miss it, coming and going. And then they built a new ball diamond down in the edge of town there. Of course, it's called Johnny Bench Field, and that's where the 4th of July Johnny Bench tournament takes place, which is preceded by the Johnny Bench 4th of July parade every year. So it's pretty much Johnny Bench all the time there. In fact, they're trying to build a museum for Johnny now. I'm not kidding you. They have a website. If you care, you can go on to the Johnny Bench Museum website, and it's pretty ambitious. Not only because it's going to cost a lot of money, and I mean they're raising this money, a penny at a time, but to make it even more difficult, I've seen the blueprints, and the building is actually in the shape of a 5. So, I don't know how they're going to pull this off, but I bet they do. He's like barbed wire and baling wire. He's old and rusted. His knees and his knuckles are banged up and busted. But he's polished, he's buckled, and his hat's adjusted. And he's Okla-home again. Now the water and the oil wells are still pumping. The copperhead's coiled and the crappie's still jumping. Old domino players still cussing and shuffling in Okla-home again. Rain gauge half empty, rain gauge half full. You can't please everyone, but you can chase a tornado or ride a wild bull. There's plenty of good, clean fun. Now the ladies meet downtown for quilting and patching. They watch out the window at all the drama and the action, like old Verlon Thompson spitting and scratching. Oh, Okla-home again. It's cowboys at home and it's Sooners away. It's a cold beer and hot barbecue kind of day. It ain't win or lose, boys, it's how hard you play in Okla-home again. Rain gauge half empty, rain gauge half full. You cannot please everyone, but you can chase a tornado and ride you wild bulls. There's plenty of good, clean fun. Now the bases were loaded and the bleachers were packed, and they stopped everything just to give him a plaque. You see, he's Hall of Fame Johnny, and he keeps coming back to Okla-home again. He's like barbed wire and baling wire, he's old and rusted. His knees and his knuckles are banged up and busted. And it's one more trophy now that'll need to be dusted. But he's Okla-home again, and it's good to be Okla-home again. Oklahoma, Okla-home again.